Alright, today I'm going to be talking about why 2024 is going to be a horrible year for home buyers, especially first-time home buyers, as they're the ones having to come up with the down payment, closing costs, so on and so forth, and so they're the ones coming most out of pocket. For previous homeowners that are looking to move, they've owned their home for who knows how long, even for the past couple of years. They've gained so much equity in their homes that they can either take out a HELOC or just sell the property and take the equity from it and roll it into another property. And so for previous buyers, it's a little bit easier. It's still difficult, but it's a lot easier than for first-time home buyers. And so this is going to be specifically targeted at first-time home buyers. And so currently we're around the 7%. I know we reached even 8%, which is crazy to say, but depending on your market now, this is going to vary whether for your specific market and nationwide. But even with 7% interest rate, we've still seen a lot of pressure in the housing market where plenty of homes go over list price, multiple offers. So when we see interest rates drop next year, which can be inevitable, that Fed's fund rate is going to get cut, whether that's Q1 of 2024 or whichever quarter it's going to be. But looking at this article from Forbes, they're saying that first one's going to be January 31st, 2024. So that's already coming up pretty soon. So there's going to be several meetings. January 31st, we got March 20th, May 1st, June 12th, July 31st, September 18th, November 7th, and then December 18th. So it doesn't necessarily mean they're gonna cut rates each time they have a meeting, but they pretty much go off unemployment rate, consumer spending, and overall different factors that affect the interest rates. If they do start cutting rates early on and aggressively, we're gonna see interest rates come down pretty quick, but I don't think they're gonna be too aggressive with it. They will either do slow and steady or might do a bigger cut here and then wait a little bit till the next one. So we're gonna have to see. But here's an article from Business Insider. They have predictions from 3 different associations. So they have Mortgage Banker Association, Fannie Mae, and then NAR, the National Association of Realtors. They're saying in Q1 of 2024 rates are going to be somewhere in the low 7s, maybe in the mid 7s. In Q2 it's going to be either in the high 6s, or in Fannie Mae is pretty steady with their predictions, so they're saying it's going to be at 7.4%. Q3 it's going to be around the mid 6s, and then Fannie Mae is about 7.2 in the low 7s, and then Q4 of 2024 supposedly they're going to predict it's going to be in the low 6s. Fannie Mae is still in the 7, but we're just going to have to see. It's going to be hard to say what the outcome is going to be, but I predict we're going to definitely see the 6s again, and if we're lucky enough we could even see the 5. So if once we drop into back into the 6s and the 5s, it's going to put a lot of pressure onto the housing market, making it difficult for new home buyers to really step their foot into the market. And moving on to number 2, we got housing supply and demand. So this is pretty basic. I'm sure you heard a lot about just the general home supply and the demand for the houses itself. And so looking at this article from Redfin, we can actually see that home supply has actually decreased in September of 2023. So there were a total of close to 4 million homes on the market during 2023 up to September. So that number can increase till the end of the year, but usually once the holiday season comes around, the supply of home usually tends to drop off a little. But you can see in 2022 there was a total supply of 5 million. In 2021 it was 6.1 million. 2020 it was 5.6 million, and then in 2019 it was 5.3 million. So pretty much at the lowest supply we've been in the last several years, putting a lot of pressure and demand in the housing market itself. Unless we see a large influx of homes come on the market, that's going to keep prices high, keeping the demand for it. That's going to be another big thing that correlates with interest rates. Is when interest rates drop, that's going to allow a whole new pool of buyers to come into the market that can afford it. And so with the low supply of homes, this is going to then make it even more difficult for home buyers to purchase a property. And so home prices are then, as we've seen during COVID, are going to shoot up just due to when interest rates were so low. A lot of people were able to take out a loan, were able to afford a home. So that's going to make home prices shoot up unless we see a large amount of homes being built or come on the market. And lastly, with number 3, we have the unemployment rate. So with unemployment, this is showing how many people there are without a job currently. Historically, we actually have low unemployment rate, which means that a lot of people are currently employed, they're working, they're making money. And so due to a low unemployment rate is due to a lot of people picking up second jobs due to inflation of the cost of living going up. When COVID first hit, we saw a big spike of unemployment, and then once everything cooled off a little, people regained their job, and then seen a lot of people, you know, get another part-time job on the side or whatever it might be. And so that's why we're seeing such a low employment rate, and that's going to play a big role with interest rates. So we've seen the unemployment rate come up a little, but we're still at historically low. So currently, as of October of 2023, we're close to 4%. We did reach a little bit below 3.5%. And so with a lot of people having jobs and having a steady income, we have seen consumer spending pull back a little. But the holidays being here, consumer spending always goes up, and so businesses currently are making record profits, as seen with Walmart. I mean, you can just see at this graph, this is currently maxed out 2023. So these businesses are making a lot of money due to consumer spending. And so if consumer spending keeps up with it, the businesses are going to make record profits, which is going to reflect on the stock market, which it took a decent hit, but it's pretty much almost back at all-time highs. And so this is all going to play a big factor in the home buying. Is going to put a lot of pressure on home prices, the whole supply and demand. This is going to make it a lot more difficult for home buyers to really step their foot into the market itself and become homeowners. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. I'll see y'all in the next time. Peace.